If there's one thing that I can say I know for sure, is that if you want to lead a successful life, you have to build successful habits from the get-go, and it has to be continuous. There has to be consistency to it, and that's it. There's no shortcut to this thing. Hi and welcome to my channel, Just Drew. I'm Drew, and this is a space where I talk about reinvention, renewal, and reviving our lives, no matter what age we are. Today, I'd like to talk about intentions and habits. And why am I talking about that? Well, it's December. We're going into a new year, 2025. Difficult to believe, but true. And the way I look at it, there's no point in waiting for January to start saying, okay, this is my New Year resolution and I'm going to be doing A, B, C, D. That's not how I look at things. I've decided to look at my life with intentions, and from the intentions that I have, I want to build my habits around those intentions. It can be very difficult, I think, to have New Year's resolutions for many people, because towards February they just sort of vanish and die by March for sure. But if you have an intention of how you want to live your life and how you want to have your general outlook of life to be, then I think that's easier. That's an easier way to look at life, and that's what I'm choosing to do. One thing I'll say I'm going to be more intentional about is the spirituality in my life. I'm going to have a closer walk with God. I was raised as a Christian, and I'm still a Christian, but sometimes walking through this world, you just fall out of many things. But I'm always thinking in like a godly manner, and God has always been like a center in my life, and that is something that I plan to do going forward. And I'm not going to beat myself about it if I don't, for example, go to church. I live in Scandinavia. I haven't gone to church in the longest time. Church in Scandinavia is like it's a cultural institution, let's say. The churches have basically nobody. You'll go to church and you'll be with 5 people, or goodness knows how many, as opposed to churches in Africa that are very vibrant and very much alive. Of course, African churches have their own drawbacks that I want to go into, but I believe I'm going to be having an intentional walk with God, as I see God to be for me. And I really encourage people to do the same, to have a spiritual journey. Sometimes I come across people, again, especially in Scandinavia, because the state provides everything for you here. So there are a lot of people raw dogging life, and it's so amazing to see. I just don't understand how you do that. But knowing that this is not my permanent home, I have to continue in life how I was raised and with what I know. And so I'm going to have a spiritual journey. I'll be reading more towards that in terms of the books I read, and in terms of podcasts I follow. I really like Michael Beckwith. He's been monumental in how I look at life, and I'm going to walk through those steps, and I'm enjoying it. And it's such a personal journey, so nobody even needs to question you about it, because it's between you and whatever deity you believe in, or spiritual person or God you believe in. And yeah, I'm going to be more purposeful spiritually. My other intention, of course, is to be reading more. And I already, if you follow me on Instagram, I've already posted some books that I'm going to be reading, and I have some here. I have Women Who Run with Wolves. It's a good one. I started reading it and I fell off. I'm not going to beat myself if I don't finish books. I'm just going to read it at the point I can read it. I'm about soft discipline in 2025. Let me just put that out there. Soft discipline is my mantra, and is a mantra that I'm going to be also coaching people towards, because being so tough on yourself because you haven't done something or completed something, a task. Of course, if it's at work, you have to, but on a personal basis, we need to be kinder to ourselves. So if I don't finish these books that I plan to read, next day is also there. It's no big deal. And another book I also have is let me see, I brought them here. All About Love by Bell Hooks. I'm sorry. And Winnie and Nelson. I love Nelson Mandela so much, and to read more about them because I understand they had a chaotic marriage, and I'm about chaotic stories. So I'm going to be reading more and bringing reading back into my life because I was raised reading. My school had a library, my primary school had a library, my secondary school had a library. I have always been a reader, but you know, life just bombards you with stuff and you forget what you enjoyed doing when you're growing up. And so 2035 and me reading, we are together. Another thing I am going to be intentional about and a habit I'm going to build is movement physically. Now, I'm not going to join a gym. I can't join a gym. People who join gyms, I'm forever impressed by you, but if I join a gym, for me, that's throwing away money. I can tell you instantly because I never go. But I'm going to be physical in my life. As I've said before, I work as a chef, so doing 10,000 steps a day is just the norm. So I'm moving in that way, but I have to be moving more intentionally as I grow older because I'm no teenager, and I've accepted that, and other people my age should too. I don't know what's wrong with some of us, but doing more weight strength training, and I'm going to be training using my body weight because that's a lot of weight that I'm carrying already. It's enough for me to use to become stronger with, and using kettlebells, strength training, and stuff like that is what I'm going to go into the new year doing. And let me also point out that these are habits that I'm going to be building upon year by year by year. It's not for this year. I'm trying to make this a life change, to be better for myself and for my family. And really, I think those are 3 changes I'm actively looking towards making in my life in the new year. And I've started, let me not even say it's the new year, I've already started making those changes. And I think it's important to slowly incorporate changes. And as I said, I'm all about soft discipline moving forward. I'm not about this carrot stick mentality. I don't know what it is, that this grind and hustle that people have been introducing on online. I'm not about that. I'm about soft discipline, and I'm going to be taking myself through it gently, and that's how I'm going to be living life. Please share any new habits and intentions you're going to have for the new year and for your life moving forward, and what you want it to look like in the comments. And until next time, this is a short video because I'm still not feeling very well. But bye-bye, and thanks for watching.